Hi, everyone. My name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator, and this is part of my series of accents. And for this one, I am going to take up the challenge of revising the Maine accent video. This was one of my most popular and controversial videos. And the main criticism was that while I may have been speaking with an accent that was accurate for an older generation of Mainers and for Maine, where I came from, then there are many other accents within the Maine state and within generations of the Maine accent. Okay, fair enough. I propose a truce. Yes, we're going to focus on a generation probably from baby boomers a little bit down, but not too much down. So we're talking about probably people in their 50s on up. And we're going to focus primarily on the Bar Harbor, Ellsworth, Trenton, and general Downeast region that I'm most familiar with. So I will simply speak for myself and hopefully not do too much of speaking for other people. Yeah, I would say that the irritation point that comes to me when I'm listening to the Maine accent from the Hollywood standpoint is that there's still this very broad, almost transatlantic sound where the R is dropped completely. And that to me just doesn't sound like what I remember Maine sounding like. Now, it could be true for other regions of Maine, but remember also that with Stephen King movies, particularly ones that take place in the town of Derry, Maine, where Dolores Claiborne takes place on an island off of Derry, Maine. I believe Pet Cemetery takes place in Derry, Maine. But the ones that take place in Derry, Maine, which is really just a substitute for Bangor, Maine, that's much closer to the Bar Harbor area, the Ellsworth, the Trenton area. And I can tell you that there's still very much a broad drop of the ah at the end. And a little too polished, a little too aristocratic. So we're going to take a look at things that when I was on a return trip to Maine this summer, I discovered and also recorded from some locals. And then we're going to reapply those to the song lyrics of Led Zeppelin's Going to California. So let's get started. First of all, we've got the one thing that I want to emphasize with my region of Maine is that the R is kept. There is not an ah, it's not bahaba. It's an R that goes way in the back of the mouth. And what I'm going to suggest is that you focus a very narrow, tight-cheeked sound that goes all the way to the front of the lips, and the R's live behind the upper wisdom teeth, if you still have those in there. All right. So it's not bahaba, it's bar harbor. And then we're going to use the forward resonance. So the O, just like in the last video, big O, big oo for ooh, go through. And then we have something interesting that I didn't pick up on before, but this is fun. The I has a slight oi sound to it. So it's not necessarily drank all my wine, like an Irish accent, but there is a little bit of an oi. So my wine. We also have words ending with an A plus R going into diphthong territory. So instead of there, it's there. Same thing with E and R, ear. And you can hear that with dear. Rather than dear, it's dear. Ending with an O and R, or, rather than or. Ending with a U and R, or. Now, where we just go with AR, short AR, it's just R, far, car, ER, same thing, just a short ER, writer, fighter, IR, same, very similar sound, but instead of stir, it just stays stir. Yeah. Now, does the O have the quat merger? I'm having trouble picking up on that. So I'm going to go with the just a general narrow o sound rather than ah or an or. And I think that's a good way to go. We still have the nasality of the A, N, and AM, Sam, the man. Also, the T is gulped at the end of a word. So get rather than get. Okay, so let's apply this to going to California. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop and correct myself by repeating a key word 5 times as I practice. So we will do, which is something that I highly recommend you do when you're integrating something new into an accent. Okay, here we go. Spent my days with a woman unkind, kind. Smoked my stuff and drank all my wine. Made up my mind to make a brand new start, going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there, with the sun in her eyes and flowers in her hair. Took my chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you that they're all the same. Sea was red and the sky was gray. Never gray. Never thought tomorrow could ever follow today. The mountains and the canyons began to tremble and quake as the children of the sun began to awake. It seems that the wrath of the gods got a punch on the nose and it started to flow. I think I might be sinking. Throw me a line. If I reach it in time, I'll meet you up there, where the path runs straight and high. I said path rather than path. Let's try just path. Path runs straight and high to find a queen without a king. They say she plays guitar and cries and sings. Ride a white mare through the footsteps of dawn. I'm trying to find a girl who's never been born. Standing on my hill, my mountain of dreams, trying to tell myself it's not as hard as it seems. That's what we have for Downeast Maine. Now, for other regions of Maine, find me the samples, folks. Find me the samples. I want to hear them so that I can then take that up and see how I try with those. Thank you for joining me. And as your narrator, I hope that my voice in your ears meet again real soon.